Going on, man? It's your boy Nick of All Trades, man. As you can see, I'm in Bay 5 at the Goodyear. Tires that have been popped. I have a tire out on the tractor. My mud flap is out over there. I would get closer, but they're working on it now. And as you can see, I'm dry rotted on this side with this tire right here or whatnot. It just has not been a good week for your boy, man. Good, what, 2 weeks, I'm gonna say. Started out in California with my load being loaded up so late. I'm not having enough hours to make my drop off at the at the time that I'm supposed to or whatnot. I felt like that was kind of the fault of my dispatcher. You know, she should have known that I needed enough hours to go from one side of the country to the next side, but that's a whole nother story. It's just been a series of mishaps, basically, what I should call this or whatnot. Let me take this off. Right now I am in Bowman, South Carolina. It's like Orangeburg County, about 10 miles away from I-95, trying to get to Florida. My journey to Florida has been crazy. So basically what happened, so I run out of hours, but at the same time my geotab is not telling me that I am over my hours. It keeps telling me that I have like 50 something hours. So I drive all the way to St. Louis, Missouri, end up tallying up my hours on a piece of paper, end up finding out that I'm like 80 hours in, so I'm technically in violation if I was to get caught up. Another thing, I got DOT'd in Colorado. I was told that my truck does not have proper registration, like I don't have a tag for my tractor, basically. So I almost got CSA points for that, but I let them know that I'm a rookie. You know, this stuff that I don't know about. So they said that they gonna cut me a break or whatnot, but make sure that I get those tags or whatnot. So I'll wait on my dispatcher to get those, but I guess there's problems going on in Texas with their DMV, I don't know. Next thing, I get to St. Louis, and I stay over there for my 34-hour reset at a friend's house, and when I come back to my truck, I have low voltage. So now I can't even get my truck started, so I had to call some service out to get batteries. I got charged $1,200 for 3 batteries, but they were supposed to give me 4 batteries or whatnot. I didn't realize that I got 3 batteries until I got to DC. The reason why, because in that video, I was in my other video that y'all probably seen. If you haven't, you can look back when I was in St. Louis. I ended up going to the mall to get some boots because the little Levi shoes that I had from Ross, they just wasn't cutting it no more. It was too cold up there, so I had to get something to get my feet a little warmer. So I didn't never get to see the service guy put 4 batteries in there, so he kind of got over. Howard's truck service or whatnot in St. Louis. If you go to them or you call them up, it's a small little company. They got like a dually truck or something like that. Make sure they do their work, man, because they're gonna cheat you. Anyways, I basically make it all the way to Somerset, Pennsylvania, whereas I thought that I would be able to drop my package off on a Monday, because that's what was told to me by my dispatcher and whatnot. End up, they wanted me to drop it off that Friday. I'm like, I can't stay up here for a whole week, and Winter Storm is about to come up here again, you know. So I ended up staying at a Walmart for like 3 days, from Sunday to Wednesday, watching snowfall come every night, idling the truck, going inside Walmart, getting some stuff and whatnot. Wednesday come around, I was able to drop it off. On the way, though, my truck shuts off in the middle of the street, so I had to hurry up and pull to the median to cut it back on. After that, I had kind of trouble getting into the docks when I got to CVS in Somerset, but after all that, I was able to get up out of there. I got up out the mountains as quick as possible. Made it all the way to Maryland, then made it to DC. So I was going to Upper Marlboro, Maryland, to where my last load was supposed to be dropped off at. So I get there, they tell me that all the dock workers are gone. They'll be open 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, cool, you know, at least I'm here. So I decided to take my trailer off, unhook my trailer, and bobtail downtown DC to a LA Fitness. So I go in there and get my workout on, and this is the first time I've been working out in a long minute. So it felt kind of good. You know, I'm thinking, you know, everything's going copacetic. I'm about to go back to the spot and get ready for the morning time to come. End up getting to my truck that is downtown, located downtown. Not to mention I got stopped by Secret Service while I was going there. You know, maybe they thought I was going to blow something up. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I love my life. Anyways, my truck wouldn't start. So I'm like, here we go again. So I was calling up some people's tow truck services or mechanics or anybody. Nobody came out. So I basically stayed in the cold truck the whole night. Luckily I had some big comforters and blankets to get me through the night. Next morning I called up some guy, he was a mechanic, and he came through and he told me that my starter was bad, but it's not. I got corrosion and stuff all around it. So he said it would be best once he start the truck up to not cut it off until I get to my final destination, to let them put a starter on, which we had purchased the starter or whatnot. So anyways, before he left, he wanted to make sure that I could drive off. I end up not driving off. My truck was stuck. So we tried to find a solution for that problem. Since we couldn't, he came back the next day because he wanted to go home and do his own investigation on the computer. Came back, found out that it was maybe a speed sensor or something else, because the trailer was acting like, or the truck was acting like it was in drive when it was really in neutral or whatnot. Maybe that came from me breaking down in Somerset, Pennsylvania, because it broke down in drive or whatnot. I don't know, I'm not a mechanic. So I ended up spending 3 days in DC downtown. On that third day, we finally found a tow truck that would tow us to the Kenworth out there in Maryland somewhere. So after that, I had to go get a rental semi, or a day cab basically. So I had to go to Central Islip, New York, just to get a tractor. So that took me about, I think, 6 hours to get up there or whatnot. That's like in Long Island, never been up there in my life. Luckily the dude at the Penske in Central Islip, shout out to him, he waited on me to get there, because he told me that he was gonna feel bad if I was to make it all the way up there and they would be gone or whatnot. So he waited on me, so that was cool, man. I liked that. So I got the truck and I'm coming back down to Baltimore. I get to a hotel. They try to charge me $300 something for 24 hours or whatnot. I'm like, this is crazy. So they're supposed to be giving me back at least 230 bucks or whatnot, charging me 100 bucks or whatnot, and that's at the Hilton. So anyways, the next morning, I get up, leave the hotel, I go to the place where my trailer's at, and I had to wait all the way to that morning, because I had an appointment for Monday at 6 a.m. So I waited all the way, and around 4 a.m. in the morning, somebody knocks on my window and tells me that they're ready for me now or whatnot. So I was able to unload it at that time. But that whole night was uncomfortable because I don't have a sleeper berth. I got a day cab, and it's in the Penske truck. If you ever rode in one of them day cabs, that's not a place to sleep at or whatnot. So I had to do what I had to do, man, surviving. So I had to wait till like 8:30 for my dispatcher to get me another load or whatnot. Ended up going to Elkin, Virginia or whatnot. But before I could get there, the Penske truck, 2 engine lights came on, and it was having emergency shutdowns on me or whatnot. So I was like, this is crazy. So I had to go find a Penske and let them reset that. It took them about 4 hours to do that. So I'm just like, man, just not catching the break. So now I get all the way down to Virginia to the Coors Beer distribution center. Everything's going decent, I'm thinking, you know. I had a side in my tandem so they could load up the truck, drop my trailer and everything else like that. They did their job pretty quick. I was kind of surprised, you know, because there was a lot of trucks and trailers out there. Some cool people out there too, man. But after that, when I went to go put my trailer back on, or hook up on my trailer and slide my tandems back out, my tandem button got stuck. It's an air slide, so it was stuck. So I'm just like, what is going on now, you know? Come to find out, I had called another tow truck guy out, and he did something with a screwdriver, and he popped it somehow, and he told me that I wasn't getting enough air to my, I guess, to the airbags in the back of the trailer or whatnot. So whatever he did in the 5 minutes, but I was out there for over an hour. So now I'm driving. I make it all the way down here to South Carolina. I pull over at a Pilot in Columbia. Wake up today, because that's where we at now. You know, I'm kind of trying to speed through all of this. I don't want this video to be extra long. Excuse me. And do my pre-trip. Boom, I'm on my way. I'm trying to make it to I-95 to get down to Florida. So I get over here to Orangeburg County, and all of a sudden, you know, something in my heart telling me something's just finna go wrong. Something's going wrong. My tires pop. Well, the thread came off the tire. It's not technically flat, but I